The reason why we should forgive our enemies is because the end goal of everything, if you look at the bigger picture, which some people cannot see past because they're so gung-ho on wanting to see people repay for their sins and repay for the wickedness, which I completely understand. I've been there before where I was like, I want to know that this person did not get away with what they did to me. I want to know that this person did not get away with their wickedness. I completely understand. But later on, I came to an understanding and a revelation of knowledge from God that the bigger picture is for them to go to heaven too. The bigger picture is for people to turn away from their sins and repent from their wicked ways and to turn away from that. And some of us forget where we came from. Some of us forget where God found us at. Don't ever forget where God found you when you're judging people, looking at people all crazy, giving people the side eye, not extending grace and mercy like God has extended his grace, mercy, and protection to you, right? Don't forget how many times you asked God for forgiveness. Don't forget how many times God extended grace on you when you didn't deserve it. God's mercies and grace renews every day. We have a new mercy every day. Don't forget that. So when you're given the chance to extend grace and mercy upon someone, extend grace and mercy, just like God did to you. Don't get into a place where you're prideful, where you're arrogant, where you're rebellious and forgiving people, because if we don't forgive people and if we pass away with unforgiveness and bitterness in our heart, we're not gonna be seeing God. So we forgive people because it's for us. It's not for them. We forgive people because when you are dealing with unforgiveness and anger, it does something to your body. When you have unforgiveness and anger and resentment and all this pain in your body, it does something to your body. It like spiritually and emotionally deteriorates your body. And you know how when your mind is tired, your body becomes tired. It's the same way. When something spiritually or emotionally is going on, it can affect your body. So you forgive people to let go of that feeling in your body. You forgive people to let go of those grudges and anger in your body that causes different reactions. When you have anger, it could come out in different ways. When you have unforgiveness, you can have an outlet where it comes out in different ways and you let out that anger on the wrong people. Don't forget where you came from, where God picked you up from. Don't forget all the times that you did not deserve the blessings or the grace and mercy that God extended towards you. The bigger picture is for people to see that they are wrong, to turn away from that sin, to ask God for forgiveness of what they did to you, and to come to God. God allows certain things to happen so that people have a reason to go to him. Which is why in the word it talks about it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to inherit the kingdom of heaven. Because when people have a bunch of money, they think that they don't need God. When everything is going right, their finances is good, they're rich, they got the car, they got the woman, they got the women, they got the men, they got the luxury apartment, they going on vacation, they don't have a need for God. But sometimes God allows tragedy and calamity so that people have a reason to turn to him to save their soul. You see, God would allow for us to have our feelings hurt on earth so that our soul can be saved for eternity. Okay? The point in everything is for our souls to be saved for eternity. And some people may not have an understanding until they go through certain things and have certain revelations of knowledge. And I understand that. I've been there. I've been in a place before where I didn't even believe in God. I didn't even believe in God before. But he came and he saved me at the darkest times of my life when I was basically almost oppressed. And I feel like one time I was actually so demonically oppressed that I felt like I had spirits in me. Let's just say that. I don't know. I still don't understand it to this day, but I know something was very wrong with me demonically at certain points in my life, and God came and saved me, and he still loved me through all of that. And he was there for me when people left me, when people judged me, when people thought I was crazy, when I thought I was crazy, when I thought I was a psycho. Anyways, but you remember in those movies and shows and all the stuff we've seen, the crazy people, they ain't crazy. Just remember that. The crazy people be knowing what's happening. Anyways, but the point is to forgive your enemies, and you don't want to become like them. You don't want to wish something wicked on people. You don't want to wish that people get in a car accident. You don't want to wish that people die. You don't want to be the person to laugh when somebody dies. You don't want to be the person to laugh when somebody gets in an accident. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to become like the wicked. You don't want to come to the point to where you have a wicked mind just like the people you're complaining about. You don't want to become like them. You don't want to wish harm on people. You want to have a heart like God to forgive, to see the bigger picture, that God doesn't want any of us to perish. I know some people are extremely wicked, but he wants to use that one person to save a whole generation of people. Just remember that. I'll see you in my next video. God bless.